Hello, welcome to a seated chair exercise routine which is going to focus on our posture muscles. And to begin, you want to be close to the edge of your chair so that your feet can be firm into the floor to feel both braced and balanced. And we're going to try and get those shoulders back. So if you begin with your thumbs, have your arms down by the side, keep nice and loose, and then turn those thumbs and start pinning them behind. This is going to gently rotate open your shoulder and open out your collarbone so you can start getting a nice chest expansion. And we're going to take a deep breath in. So deep breath in, swell the chest, rise tall, hold the breath, and then as slowly as you can, sigh the breath out. And again, really swell the chest. So just taking deep breaths is starting to make your posture muscles work. And then exhale. And as your intercostal muscles press open, it's going to stretch those deep shoulder muscles as well. So you get a nice stretch across the upper back. Deep breath in. Hold that breath. And then slowly as you can, through the nose if possible, gently release that breath. So getting slow breath is going to really help stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, which will help relax tension in the body, help stimulate digestion, and help regulate your heart rate and blood pressure. So really useful even for fragile people who maybe find a lot of movement challenging, but breath is something as a tool that we can all use. So we're going to do another big chest expansion, but this time we're going to exhale with the stomach. So pull your belly button in and squash the air out of you. Breathe in through your chest. Hold it. Now exhale by drawing in the stomach. And again, breathe in. And exhale. So we're starting to tone the stomach muscle. And exhale, which in turn is going to help support any lower back issues and really help with our posture. So we're now going to do the chest inhale and the stomach exhale, doing a seated cat-cow. So if you rest your hands lightly on your thighs, on the in-breath, going to draw the elbows back, expand the chest and follow your nose to look upwards as far as your neck is comfortable to go. And then on the exhale, start pulling in the stomach, tuck the chin and start sliding your hands towards the knees. So we get a rounding over the upper back. Really tuck the chin and really pull the stomach muscle in. On the in-breath, slide the hands back to the hips, pin those elbows back, tilt the head upwards. And on an exhale, slowly press those hands towards the knees, tucking the chin and squeezing all the air out through the stomach. A few more times. Breathe in, slide the hands back. Tilt up. Exhale. This is so delicious. One more time. Breathe in, pin those shoulders back, look up. Exhale. And then slide the hands back to hips, and again let those thumbs turn outwards so we have a nice open chest. Try and keep a little bit of tension in the stomach so we're not arching into that lower back, but maintaining a nice straight back. So next is just some very gentle head circles, and instead of using the forehead, which we often do, so you've got the full weight of the head, use your nose to draw circles. So it's a much gentler, balanced movement, because although particularly in older people, the neck can be a vulnerable area and change direction. We still need to maintain mobility. So just, and always following what feels right for your neck. Never do anything that is sore or painful or over twangy, but weird, crackly, crunchy noises perfectly normal. Now we're going to do some twists. So place your hands as far round as you can to your thighs. Take a deep breath in, swell that chest. On an exhale, we're going to start to turn and press that back shoulder back. And if you can, follow the nose and look as far over the shoulder as you're comfortable to do so. Take a breath in, get as tall as you can. And your exhale is when the muscles relax. So to really deepen and lengthen those muscles, use your exhale. One more time, deep breath in, up. And exhale, see if you can look even further over the shoulder. And then breathe in, slowly come back with that nice extra height, that extra lift that we're cultivating. And we'll do the other side. So hands to the side of the leg or as far round as the hands can reach. Breathe in tall. And exhale, start to follow the nose and look round. Press that back shoulder back as far as you can go. Breathe in tall. And on your exhale, allow your body to twist deeper. So these twists, breath in. And exhale, look as far as you can and then slowly come forward. So twists are really good. They're ringing the muscles. So as you release them, you get a much more gushing of lovely nutrient-rich blood to get into those muscles. You're also ringing the digestive organs, so really stimulating for organs especially there's blockages, and it's a lovely release for the lower spine as well. So as a twist, if your body is comfortable with it, is a fantastic tool to use, especially if you're seated a lot. So the next thing we're going to do is some stomach breathing. So if you place your hands on your stomach, because our stomach is a really important part of our posture muscles. Everyone gets weak, long back muscles, but it's the front muscles that we really need to strengthen and lengthen. So take a deep breath in, expand. Let your stomach fill out like a balloon, and then on the exhale, draw the stomach in as you press the air out of you. Breathe in, expand. Exhale, really pull that stomach in strongly and firmly as you can. Breathe in. Exhale. One more time, breathe in. Swell that belly and exhale, pull it in as strongly as you can. Now hold that in, but still breathe. But trying to start cushioning this lower spine. So the next thing we're going to do is engage buttocks. Glutes, massive part, biggest muscle in the body, really important as a way of pumping circulation around the body, particularly down into the legs, which are particularly for patients who are seated a lot. It's an important tool, and strengthening for any hip replacements and strengthening around this area. So we're going to squeeze our buttocks as tight as possible, and you should feel a lovely lift as you go upwards and release. So squeeze those buttocks together strongly as you can. If your feet are flat on the floor, you can actually really push through the heels because it will travel up the back of the leg and get right into those gluteals. So really give that a good squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Don't forget as well, because it's a very big muscle, the more you work and tone it, the more calories you burn. Yay! So we're going to also pull the belly in as we contract upwards. And see if you can engage and pull up the pelvic floor, because I think of the pelvic floor muscle, by the way, we're still contracted and sitting as impossibly tall. The pelvic floor is a lovely cushion for the lower spine, amongst its many other benefits, but it's, if you really engage it, and I find by squeezing the buttocks and the stomach, you can pull up just everything in that area, just contract it all up, really toning, supporting the lower back, and then release. So on an in-breath, just expand open. On the exhale is when we're going to contract. So squeeze everything up, pull it all in. Breathe in, release. Exhale, contract, pull the belly button in, blow all the air out, pull up the pelvic floor and the buttocks and release. A few more times. Squeeze up, pull up the pelvic floor, pull in the belly button, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. and release, and one more time. Squeeze it all in, pull in the belly button, squeeze, 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 and release. Lovely. If you want, you can add your thighs to that. So contracting the thighs and the glutes, get all the big muscles going and get some really good circulation down into the feet. So squeezing it all up, start with thighs, contract the buttocks, pull up the pelvic floor, pull in the belly button. And inhale. Exhale, squeeze it up, rise tall, lovely straight spine, and release. Squeeze up tall, keep those shoulders pinned back, and release. Don't forget you're pulling in the belly button too. And then contract it all in. Thighs, buttocks, pelvic floor, stomach, pinning those shoulders back, and release. And you should be feeling nice and warm after that, and a lovely straight spine, so a great way to begin your day.